of all, we would like to know who's Mr. Christian.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm the Managing Director of brand portunity Hospitality Consultancy. I started my career working in hotel businesses for some period of time back 25 years ago. Later on, I decided to move out of my country and start a career in the GCC. I joined Paul Bakeries and Restaurants in Kuwait back in 2003. Dubai was always my favorite place to live and work. So I moved to Kuwait. I moved from Kuwait to Dubai in 2010, where I joined with Paul Teams being the managing director of this brand in the GCC. I contributed in opening approximately 75 stores across the GCC. I did my MBA as well in Dubai also. Later on, I decided to open my own business. So I founded my consultancy. I started my career in the F&B in the hotel industry back in 25 years ago. Later on, I decided to move into the restaurant business, and I joined Paul Bakeries and Restaurants in Kuwait in 2003. Later on, I moved to Dubai because Dubai was always the place I wanted to live and work and have a family here. So I contributed in opening approximately 75 stores of Paul in the GCC. Later on in 2019, I decided to open my own concept and to my own consultancy. I created my company during the lockdown. I always believed that Dubai will pass smoothly this period, and here we go. I have a couple of very interesting projects on hand, and we reach up to plus 30 clients and more than 40 projects here in Dubai.
Yeah, and how was the beginning in Dubai?
The beginning was, as I mentioned, during the lockdown. It was very smooth. People were always wanted to do some consultancy, especially during the pandemic, because everyone was, panicking, having some issues, having some concern, how to solve these problems. So they used to contact consultants, they used to contact experts in the field, and we used to feed them with strategy on how to manage the business, on how to change the mindset from dine-in to takeaway to even delivery, and how to strengthen and digitize their business.
The idea of this business?
To create the consultancy, you have to have a solid background and in the field and a lot of achievements. And I think based on the experience that we have, myself and the team, we have what we need to create this consultancy, and we have all this information to have them, to feed our clients or partners. I prefer to say partners more than clients.
Yeah. As a businessman and a founder of a business, you know that there are some very important elements that you should take into consideration when you want to start your business. The first one is your staff. So how do you choose them?
Actually, choosing the staff is something extremely very important when you have a business or when you are an owner. So we focus on three main things. First of all, the experience. Second, the achievement. And third, the integrity. If the integrity is not there, there is no need to consider the first two at all.
Out for the skilled workers, or do you teach them all over?
Well, it depends on what experience they have already in hand. Where did they work? What are the achievements? What is the problems that they face? To how they solve these problems. what are the companies that they used to work for. If we feel that some information, some important skills is needed, yes, definitely we will invest on these people and we will help them to improve and have a talent to move forward with us.
All right. And the second element is the confidence and the trust of your clients. So how do you reach their confidence?
This is an extremely important question. First of all, as I mentioned to you, the background matter a lot when you are in the consulting business. Second, the achievement that you have and the solid track record that you have on hand matter a lot to these people, especially for entrepreneurs, especially for new investors, especially for private equity, because we work a lot with private equities as well. So as far as we have this information and the quality of deliverables to them, I think we have a mutual trust between them. And every time we take a project, every time we sign an agreement with or a business proposal with our client, we consider them as partners and not client. And this is where we put ourselves in their place, and this is where we exceed their expectations.
Yeah.
So we work the project as if it is ours, not theirs, and this is where we exceed expectation, and they like to work with us.
Yeah.
And definitely the creativity and the innovation and showing that you are beside them on all the problems that they have. If they came to you with a problem, you need to show them the logic behind the solution and take them hand in hand in order to reach a solid, let's say, deliverables or solid answers.
Since there's a lot of cultural backgrounds here in Dubai, how do you achieve to reach all of the tastes?
You cannot always satisfy all tastes, especially when you work in the food business. Your taste is different than my taste is different than everyone's taste, because first of all, you're working on a very sensitive item, which is food. So we need to understand the project. We need to come up with, if we are creating an Italian cuisine, so it's diversified. There is several tastes. There is the right, there is the medium, there is the hot. It depends on how. Always when you create a restaurant, you don't need to have your preferences. You need to put yourself instead of the customers and the target audience. So let's say if we are, I don't know, maybe Dubai taste is different than Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi different than Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah, they have a lot of tourists, so you need to study the touristic culture. Who are these people and what they like, what they dislike, and this is how you create your concept, and this is how you create the menu and the different tastes. And most importantly is to adapt to these tastes.
Yeah. Now, would you please tell us more in details about the brand Portunity and what services do you offer and what are you specialized in?
Yes, Brand Portunity is a hospitality consultancy. The name explain it. So we create brands and we create opportunities. We have three major service category. First of all, we support new entrepreneurs and new investors to create their own concept from scratch. So we create the brand from the name to the concept to the logo to the brand identity to the menu development. We create for them the business planning, what is the capex requirement for this business, what is the return on invest, and what are the cost of every single menu items. And then we accompany these partners in order to find the appropriate location. We put them in contact with the concerned suppliers to execute, and then we have the shop open. The second main service category is supporting existing investors or operators or entrepreneurs to evolve and grow their business. And this is where we assess their business from a 360 perspective and tell them what is going wrong, what is going right, and strengthen the right and fix the wrong part. We create an action plan for them, and then if they require us to implement and execute this action plan, we can do it. If they require us to guide their employees and their team to the execution, we can do it. And the third main service category is bridging between franchisee and franchisor. That means a lot of international brands are looking to come to the GCC, mainly in Dubai, because Dubai is the window for the world, to the world. So we accompany these franchisors to understand the market, to come up with, market research, to define who are the competitors, direct and indirect. And at the same time, we try to find for them the right investor and the right operators in order to land smoothly in the country.
In Dubai, there's a lot of competition. So how do you manage to be more special aside from other hospitality companies out there?
Yeah, as I mentioned to you at the beginning, we have a solid background, track record, and we have already achievement in the business. We've been here in the GCC for the last 19 years, approximately 19 years, out of which 12 years in Dubai, in the UAE, where we know the market by heart. And the most important, that many clients are today looking for a boutique consultancy rather than working with the big firms. Boutique consultancy, they have the right team, they have the right time of deliverables, and then definitely we aim to quality deliverables in every single project we do. All our clients are VIPs, all our clients are important, and we, as I mentioned, we put ourselves always as the partner of the client, and this is where we always look to exceed the expectation.
Do you have any ongoing projects?
Well, currently we have 3 concept creation, 2 coffee shops, and a seafood restaurant under process. We're doing also a mega project, which is an entertainment hub of an F&B village of 10,000 square meter. We also have 2 menu developments, and we hope also by 2023 we will be able to open our own concept as well, starting in Dubai.
So what's your future vision to this business?
The F&B business is an important and very interesting and entertaining business, especially in the GCC. There is always an appetite, and there is always a room to entertain ourselves in restaurant business, and this is why we wanted to create our own brand, our own concept, and we hope also that in 2023 we will invite you to come to our restaurants and have a meal and have another interview in the restaurants.
In the United Arab Emirates, we find a high level of safety and security. So from your side, would you like to address the Emirates, the leaders, rulers, and sheikhs of the United Arab Emirates, a thank you message?
Of course, a big thank you to the leaders of the UAE, and happy 51st National Day as well. As I mentioned during the discussion, Dubai was always a place I wanted to be, I wanted to live, I wanted to work. Dubai and the UAE showed how resilient and how strong and solid during the pandemic, and thank you for this leadership that we pass this pandemic smoothly with a high hope to come up with a solid results, and I think it's paying back now. Everyone is happy, everyone wants to come to Dubai, everyone is investing in Dubai, everyone is creating concepts, and this is from the top of the leaders down to the people.
To the people who were there for you, loved you and supported you to become the person you're now, would you like to address them a thank you message?
Yes, of course. First of all, big thank you for my family, my wife and my 2 kids. They stand strong beside me, and they give me a lot of ideas, and they accompany me always. And whenever we come to create concepts, I ask for their advice. We discuss some ideas, we exchange idea. Definitely there is a big thank you for 2 of my best friends who were also beside me during my career growth as well.
Would you please tell the audience how they can communicate with you?
Yes, definitely. First of all, they can reach out to us through the website www.brandportunity.com. We're also available on all the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram, and they can get also our contact details and location from there. And we hope to keep creating concepts, keep creating trends. At the end of the day, we create trends to people to enjoy and entertain themselves, and definitely create the right taste for the right people. And food is really entertaining.
Yeah. Mr. Christian, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
From our team and program, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much to you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us today from Brand Portunity with Mr. Christian Salloum. Hopefully we'll see you in the next episode with a new successful story.